This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update, episode 814, Thrice Slayed. Enjoy.
Then you can pop in through the door and speak to Closure. And he tells you that Relomia has forced herself into your biography, but something goes on where she's still writing the story.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet. So what you have to do is get a death contract.
And you're not
Closure.
supposed to be there for at least another month.
Yeah, that's what Harold said, wasn't it?
Yeah. And once again, could that be foreshadowing to when something is supposed to begin in the wider storyline this year? I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't think you call it foreshadowing to not foreshadow anything with this, right?
Okay, someone who made this quiz isn't going to like me, but I really don't like the name of it. Foreshadowing. Okay. That's not a great name. It's not a great name. But, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you can... Yeah, so he casts a spell on the party hat to disguise you again, so that whenever you go to Relomia, she won't know it's you. So there's a bit of, switching and kind of, I'm in disguise, but I'm also under a disguise from someone else, and that gets a bit confusing. Then you can go back to the Blue Moon Inn and convince Relomia to sign the contract. I think you do that by
asking for the autograph of Shane 120.
Basically, you ask for an autograph.
Yeah.
And then she signs it, and the spell's broken, and she has a little angry monologue that talks about a little bit more about why she's doing it. She can't find Sliske. She's kind of without meaning now, so she's trying to steal the World Guardian's fate and saying, I want what you have. And that she has more dastardly plans for the future. So I wonder if she's going to be the antagonist of this Miniquest series.
See, I would have mixed feelings about that if that pans out to be true. I'd prefer it personally to be a different antagonist for each Miniquest with a kind of a central theme that binds them all together. Because
I wonder if it's going to be she's going to be the central character, and then maybe different things happen.
Oh, okay.
In each one.
Because
like some kind of Scooby-Doo episode was like, foiled again.
Right. And
runs off and tries more dastardly plans.
The reason I have mixed feelings about it is that first and foremost is that, this could essentially in that case be boiled down to a mini Sliske arc, so to speak, which, I mean, I guess would be fine, but personally it's kind of just, that's the same kind of thing's been done. If she turns out being a jestery type character on this, but...
kind of depends how they handle her as a character.
Yeah.
Because I have to say, whenever she said, it's about Sliske and it's about her not having any purpose now Sliske is gone, that did rankle a little bit, because while it makes sense for her, and while, as a character for her individually, it fits, RuneScape has a habit of defining its female characters in terms of their male friends and relatives and enemies.
Interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
And you see it again and again. It's quite common in fantasy stories. It's not just a RuneScape thing, but you do notice it after a while. So it depends whether she decides to stand on her own feet or whether she continues to be defined by Sliske. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Like I say, at the moment, it does fit for her.
Yeah, it does. And, I think if they just copied it and, made her, just the regular jester for all these little quests going forward, I think that would be a waste. But I think if they did it in the way that you were talking about, where it was about her finding her own way, following from the disappearance of Sliske, then that would be an interesting aspect. And
is she going to get an arc where she decides actually she's not going to be defined by him anymore and she's going to go do her own thing? And maybe she goes off and does evil things.
Maybe.
That's fine. Maybe she goes off and becomes this evil witch somewhere in the waste. But if she's doing it by herself, under her own steam, that would be quite interesting to see.
And the thing to also remember about this is that this isn't necessarily going to be a quest that's consistently going to touch into the Elder God storyline that is said to be central for 2021. It's just going to kind of run tangentially to it, oddly poking its head in throughout there. So this could just be, one kind of thing where it pokes in on that storyline every so often, and there's tangential references to it, and not necessarily a core supplement to that storyline. I think was what they said on the live stream last week about this.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it pans out. I did like this one. It was quite strong in the characterization. It was nice seeing some new environments in there. It was quite funny, quite lighthearted.
Yep.
And, a nice small quest.
Yeah,
I thought it was
I think it took about 20 minutes or so for me to do, and it didn't feel like
half an hour.
It didn't feel like 20 minutes. So that was that's always a good sign when, a quest goes faster than it is, because it means you're really immersed into it, and, time stops being a thing. So
yeah. I just like that it was funny. I love quests that make me smile and quests that make me laugh.
Yeah.
They're always the best ones.
Yeah, and, it fits right in the wheelhouse of what a RuneScape quest is.
So yeah, given its purpose of looking back over the tradition of RuneScape questing, I think it did an excellent job.
You can find full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. If you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, like and subscribe, or leave a comment.